In this video, I'll be taking you through the process of constructing a frontal. Yes, a frontal. This is a 13 by 4 frontal, and I'm just showing you how it is. I'm even measuring it for you to see. Before we go further, please make sure to click the like button of the video. If you like the video, it just helps the video to do well and it's absolutely free. Now, after you have measured, your frontal, you then go to look for the midpoint, just as you are seeing on the screen as what I'm doing. When you mark the midpoint, you don't want to take your pin that you use, the pin we use when we are constructing wigs, any sort of pin you decide to use for your own. Then you take the pin, that midpoint that we have gotten, you want to put it at the midpoint on your canvas head, just as you can see me do. And after that, you then want to now focus and also go to the back, just as you're seeing on the screen. And then we want to go ahead and pin the back of the front of the frontal as well, to place it well on our canvas head. And you will just see me do that. Guys, happy new month. I know I was away in the month of September, but I'm happy to be back to YouTube, so happy new month. Yes, anyways, let's continue our video. Okay, so guys, after you have pinned the back of the frontal, now you then want to go in and start from like the side. Okay, you will see what I mean. But before I do that, I just go ahead to just divide the middle to get like the midpoint of the frontal. You can decide to do this. You can also decide to skip this if you have your eye can really gauge your frontal. But what I just did was just so I can get equal balance of like my placement on both sides. Actually, that's why I divided this, because I just like to make sure like everything is balanced as well. And here I went ahead to just spray the air because it was just flying. It was a lot. It was so dry, so I just wanted to spray so that it's easier for me to work with, and then just quickly weave it as well. That's what I went in to do. As you can see, guys, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy what you're watching. I have more tutorials you can explore my channel for. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, now you then want to go to the side. Now the end of the side, this is the left side of the frontal, and what I do is I then pin it. But now there is a trick to this pinning stuff. Right now, this a 13 by 4. See, regardless of whatever frontal you are working with, now when we are working with closure, you make sure like you have a, what's it called, one, you guys take note of this thing I'm showing you. You will see that it's not really adding up, so I did went back to actually refix the issue, because I was like, no, something is wrong. And that's the thing. So when you are fixing your frontal, with our closure, sometimes some of us we leave half an inch or even quarter of an inch. But for your frontal, you want to make sure you have like an inch in front of the cap, the wig cap that you're using. And it's because when you do that, when you push it forward, now what that 1 inch does is when your client is fixing, when they are doing their installation, that's the ear loop that the frontal can actually lay perfectly well on your client's head without it hurting moving back or hurting them and all of that. You have to create that space, because again, remember, it's frontal, is installation. And after doing that, I just go ahead and pin the back of the frontal, still on the frontal. Okay, we've not started sewing, so just to make sure everything is in place even before we start sewing. Now there is a particular M shape you're supposed to get in front when you place your frontal, and you will see, okay, you will see. Now, you saw the first time when I showed the clip of the front, it was because it was not giving that shape. And yes, if you didn't get that shape, you didn't do it well. Yes. So you can see what I'm saying. Even from the side, I can see that the camera is not really, really close. Okay, it's getting close. But yes, guys, you have to bring like 1 inch from that end. Even if the end of the frontal looks so small, just make sure that you bring out your 1 inch out. I am seriously telling you. If you don't, you will still be able to wear the hair actually, but it's just that it will not be so nice when you want to do install. It will be like wigless. It will be like what's it called, what's this one that everybody's doing now, glueless. It will be like glueless frontal. Oh my god, it took a minute. It will be like glueless frontal if you do not like take out that 1 inches in front, and even the glue, it will not just really look nice. Anyways, after that, it is time to now start sewing the frontal to the wig cap, and then I just go ahead and start sewing. So for my sewing, I like to start in the middle. Yes, and this is what I do. I start in the middle, and then I sew to the left side. right. I sew to the that's the right. I sew to my right side. Yes, I sew to my right side to the very tip of the end. And once I do that, I do not end my thread. I then begin to sew backward back to the midpoint. So what that does for me is it helps me to double sew my frontal or even my closure to my wig cap, because I do the same technique for my closure as well. So this is just what I'm doing. I'm just sewing the frontal to the wig cap itself, and yeah, that's what we have. Guys, if you've not clicked the like button of this video, please go ahead and do that. And guys, what other videos do you want to learn? What other things would you like to see on my channel? Please let me know and leave that in the comments section. Now let's get back to what we are doing. So this is what we are having. All the sides have been sewn, both the right and the left side. I did the other one, off camera, but now I'm just showing you what the sewing looks like. Very neatly done. Okay, very neatly done. This is what it looks like, and yes, I'm just showing you how it looks like. After this, you then want to proceed to do the guideline, which you'll be sewing the other bundles. Okay, yes, it is very good to actually do your guideline before you start sewing, even if you're a professional, you've been doing wigs for long and all of that. I just don't think one should just be eyeballing certain things. Just do your guidelines and follow. And now this is the guideline when you are constructing frontal. Okay, here is the guideline. Just put in your tape, and then you will see how I will draw the guideline and just measuring it down. So I proceed to start taking inch by inch was the difference that I was doing from the down. Again, when you're doing your measurements, sometimes you have to look at your bundles to know what space you want to do. Is the bundle double wefted, or is it single? Is it a lot? Is it going to be a lot? Do you need to do half inch or half an inch, or a full inch, or 1.5 inch? But I'd seen my bundle and half an inch was going to work, but at the top I then make sure I do half an inch, and this is just to make sure like the up part really looks like full, and it's not just I like to do like half an inch in the front section of, be it frontal or be it closure. But the back, an inch is always what I go for. Well, this also again depending on the bundles I am working with. So I then continue to just now draw out the guidelines, like finish the lines to each side, to the left, to the right, and just drawing it. And let's just keep watching. You should be able to figure this out as well. If this video is fast paced, please from your end just check your setting. You can actually slow down this video if this video is fast paced for your learning sake, because I understand that this video is for our learning sake, and when you want to achieve the certain look, you have to watch and rewatch. So you can always slow it down from your end so you don't miss any step, because I did not omit anything from this video. It is very complete. So let's keep watching. Now, at this session, you can see how how I am curving my hand. Just keep looking at how I am making sure I curve my hand. And the ones where it can't really go to the front, you will see the technique I did. Guys, just watch this very closely for you to understand what is being done at each of the lines. And yes, this is how you want to do your guidelines when you are constructing a frontal wig. Okay, when you are constructing a frontal wig, this is how you want to do your guideline. Now, if your frontal wig is a T frontal, it's totally different. It's totally different. T frontal is quite different, but this is a full frontal. Okay, a 13/6, a 13/4. Sorry, for this frontal. You can also use the same guideline for a 13/6 frontal as well. So I'm just showing you what the guidelines that I have drawn, what it looks like, and this is what we have from the front to the back. Just taking a good look at what we have. And from this, the next thing is then to start sewing the bundles to this yes, this is the bundle I'm working with. Guys, I will tell you about this hair. Okay, I think my next video should be a review about this hair. Yes, this is a packet hair, a packet human hair. I will tell you about it in my next video, so make sure you also subscribe so you don't miss that video. Okay, because it's coming out soon. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss that. Now I then begin to sew my bundle to my wig cap. Okay, you can decide to use any technique that you use to sew your bundles to your wig cap, but I always unsew my wigs, except my clients specifically ask for machine sewn, but I mostly do hand sewing because I'm very good with hand sewing. That wig is going to last for years. It's not going to shake. Everything is going to be perfect. So I love this. And if you want to be a perfect, boss, in hand sewing, maybe you know that your hand sewing is not really good, because I know not a lot of people really know how to hand sew. You can send me a message. I can actually, take you personally on how to be very good when it comes to answering your wigs. I just love it. And if it lasts, like, I have clients that their hair is more than 5 years and all, like, even like, see, answering amazing. Anyways, this is how I just answer. Again, I do not like to cut the bundle of my hairs, and if be it my hair, be it client's hair, I do not like to cut the bundles, except when I get to certain places that I just have to cut the bundles. But I do not really like cutting the bundles from the back. I like to do the flip over method, because I believe that at any point in time my clients might decide to use this hair bundle for any other hairstyling they want. They could decide to take it off from being a wig to fix on their hair and whatnot. Even though if you cut your bundle, you can still do that. But I just think about the hairstylist that will be helping you make that hair might struggle, or might just not do the hairstyle well because they don't understand how to layer bundles that are cut in pieces anyways. So I just like not to cut bundles of hair except where the need arises. But yes, I done, fixed all the bundles, and here we are already coming to the front, and I'm just showing you how it's going. Guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and click the like button. Guys, all of this is very free. Okay, it is absolutely free. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Now there's the remaining area left in the week for me to add my bundles to. So I go ahead and start adding my bundles. Now in this sort of area, of course I would have to cut the bundle, but I could have still done it without cutting the bundle. And all, like, you can actually do it without cutting the bundle. But the last one, guys, the one I just showed now, I would have to cut the bundle in that place, just so that everything sits well. And for that last layer, that again, you see it, guys, but for the last layer that you would sew, that is very close to the frontal line, I always say, if you are doing double wefts, please don't do double wefts on that area. Just do a single weft sewing. Why do I say that? It's because if you do double weft, by the time you are styling your front or anything, it's just going to be bulge, like it's going to like bulge, like it's going to look like, oh, there's really something. It's going to be that noticeable sign and all. But if it's single weft, it's actually going to seamlessly blend well and all. And if you're worried, oh, it looks scanty, then do the half an inch line dimension, just so that, if you do an half inch even in this front, that's when it will really look scanty. But at this up part, you can do the half inch, but make sure that whatever weave that you are sewing, whatever bundle you are sewing on that line that is very close to your frontal, make sure it's a single line weft. It's a single line weft that you are sewing as well. And also, when you're sewing to that frontal, that line, that, okay, guys, look at it. Look at what I'm talking about. Okay, yes, this is what I was just talking about. You can see a single, like, I'm not double wefting my wefts, my bundles, just doing a single, and this is how I'm sewing. Guys, if you also look deeply, I'm not going to be sewing on my closure line. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. You just want to sew as closely as possible to that line. But do not let your bundle cover that line. Don't say, oh, I don't want, the line, the demarcation to be seen. No, no, no. Guess what? It won't be seen, because when you flip that hair, it will actually not be seen. Do not sew on that line, because when you sew on that line, what that also does is that it makes it tacky. And when you are trying to, like, flip the hairs down the frontal to cover the main bundle, it just will not sit well. It just, like, I remember helping several clients to take off, like, when they will send their wigs to me, that, oh, this my particular frontal, whenever I style it, it's just not laying, and then when I always look at it, it's always the case that an hairstylist sewed on that frontal. Hence why it doesn't always lay fully. And then what I now have to do is I have to take out the bundle that was sewn on the closure and then sew it properly. Okay. So yes, you can always sew a bundle close to the frontal line, but not on the frontal line. Look at this, guys. Just look at this beauty of what I've done. Yes. And by the way, when I flip the whole frontal hair, the hairs at the frontal to the back, you will not see this demarcation. Okay. Yes, you won't see the demarcation. Anyways, this is what we have, and I just decided to comb out the hair. This is like a deep hair, deep wave. Yes, it's a deep wave, and of course it's also water alcohol, so I'll just spray water to have that wet look, and then just comb it as well. And guys, you will see the finished look. If you want to know more about this hair, again, look out for the next video I'll be posting. Sorry, look out for the next video I'll be posting. I'll be doing a review of the hair. It's actually a packaged human hair, like very lovely. Okay, but anyways, this is the hair. I'm just spraying it just so I can give the hair a total comb, and you can see how the old frontal wig turned out to be at the end. Yes. And guys, let me know what you think about this frontal wig in the comment section. If you have questions, do ask me. Okay, I will reply. I always reply my comments here on this channel. Those that know me, you know me. And if you think I'm lying, try me and leave a comment. You will see I will respond. But anyways, guys, you see what I'm showing you. So you see that line. You are still not going to see that line where the frontal and the bundles like meet. So exactly, do not ever sew on your frontal line. And yeah, I was just trying to do a C cut because I could still do a C cut because it's a 13 by 4. It might not just be as deep when if it was like a 13 by 6 frontal, but this still worked. And here is what we have. I was just taking off the old pin so that I could just show you guys what we have, what we are working with. And then of course you want to go ahead and cut off the extra lace that is on the wig, the frontal space, the wig cap. We don't need that. Okay, you want to go ahead and cut it, and please be gentle when you are cutting this excess lace, and don't make it so close to the line where you sewed your frontal to the lace cap. Okay, don't make it so close to that line because anything should not go and rip off. But anyways, guys, this is what we had. I put elastic band, but this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. And yes, this is me wearing the hair. Guys, watch out for the next video I'm going to post. Seriously, you will love it. Okay, so this is just me. I'd installed the hair, and this was just it on me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. If you have any question, leave that in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, guys, please be kind and remain blessed. Okay, bye for now.